that perform and that grow.
So we wanted, with my siblings, a family project that differs from what we usually do, which is pretty successful luxury goods, and in this industry it's great. We have a great time doing it, but we wanted something different, and sports has always been a passion for all of us. Football in particular for a few of us is something that we've always loved, and in a way there was always this dream of owning a football club that we could not only manage but also push towards a new dimension. And so almost as a fantasy and as a dream, we started talking about it. And then with my brother Frederick in particular, he had a couple of conversations with Red Bull, who seemed interested in the idea of helping us into making a project like this in France. So yes, it is a project for my siblings and I, and it's one that we led, and we of course had to convince our father that it was a good project for the family. He trusted us, and he is not a big football fan like we are, but he understands that sports is a very important component of life in a lot of people's existences, and that it was a good project not only on the sports side, but I think he saw with his business eye the potential value creation around the Paris FC brand, and he's like, oh, okay, maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. And because there is an anomaly in French football and Parisian football, is that the only big club in this huge region of Paris is Paris Saint-Germain. And so we decided, with the help of Pierre, to partner up and to begin this adventure together to try to create the other club of the Parisian region.
L'utilisation de la data, mais aussi des choses très intéressantes et très enrichissantes sur le plan de la nutrition.
On a le meilleur bassin du monde avec celui de Sao Paulo au Brésil. Donc je suis ravi que dans cet ADN du foot, il soit repris par la famille Arnault avec ce qu'a dit Antoine pour le développer, le pousser beaucoup plus haut.
Young players, to train them, to make them better.
It's a strategy that's probably going to surprise a few observers. It's not going to be one of throwing hundreds of millions to buy the biggest football stars and to create another huge Champions League potential winner. It's going to be to take our time, to work through young players, to train them, to make them better, to make them play, even at a young age, in a team where eventually we hope to see 5, 6, 7, who knows, maybe even more players come from the training center here at Paris FC. It's something that Red Bull has already built in the past. Red Bull, who is going to be our partner on the sports side. They did it in Leipzig, they did it in Salzburg, and it's a strategy that works.
The help of Pierre to partner up and to begin this adventure together to try to create observers It's not going to be one of throwing hundreds of medals.
You know, I've seen recently a beautiful story of Brest. It's a little team in Bretagne who's almost leading the Champions League right now with incredible players who give everything, every match. And I find that story beautiful. First of all, they came to Ligue 1, then they qualified for Champions League, and now they're leading the Champions League. Or another story that I absolutely loved a few years ago was the one of Leicester, who won the Premier League, being, really not the favorite. And those type of stories are more the ones that make me dream, rather than creating a second Real Madrid. So we'll take things step by step. First, get to Ligue 1, then become a team that stays in Ligue 1, then probably first half, and then we'll try to access European leagues. Maybe not immediately the Champions League, but if you're asking me for one dream, it would be to play Liverpool one day in the Champions League with Paris FC, and who knows, maybe even beat them.
On peut rêver à un derby avec le PSG qui soit un peu plus équilibré qu'il ne le serait aujourd'hui, et puis à des ambitions européennes quand le moment sera venu, et qu'on aura un centre de formation plus étoffé encore qu'aujourd'hui qui permettra de faire éclore des pépites et de les garder dans le club, avant de les transférer à d'autres clubs pour continuer à les faire épanouir.
Par ici, par ici. À votre gauche. On refait un...